Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our podcast. I'm Lisa, your host, and today we're diving into a topic that affects us all: productivity. In a world full of distractions, staying productive can feel like a superpower. To help us explore how to be more productive and make the most of our time, I've invited John, an expert in personal efficiency and time management. Welcome, John.
Thanks, Lisa. I'm thrilled to be here. Productivity is such an exciting topic because even small changes can lead to big results.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us. Let's jump right in. John, let's talk about some specific strategies. What's the first step people can take to become more productive?
The first step is to focus on the most important tasks first. Start your day by identifying one or two things that will have the biggest impact on your goals. These are your must-dos. By tackling them early, when your energy and focus are at their peak, you set the tone for a productive day.
That's a great start. But staying focused for long periods can be tough, right?
Absolutely, which is why it's crucial to cultivate deep work. This means creating a space and time where you can focus without distractions. Turn off notifications, let people know you're unavailable, and commit to a block of time for intense concentration. Even 90 minutes of deep work can accomplish more than several hours of distracted effort.
But distractions are everywhere. What can we do about that?
One trick is to keep a distraction list. Whenever a thought pops into your head, like remembering to buy groceries or an idea for another project, write it down. This way, you don't lose the thought, but it also doesn't interrupt your flow.
I've heard about the Eisenhower matrix. Can you explain how it works?
Of course. The Eisenhower matrix is a simple tool to prioritize tasks. It helps you separate what's urgent and important from what can wait or be delegated. For example, urgent and important, do it now. Important but not urgent, schedule it. Urgent but not important, delegate it. Not urgent or important, eliminate it. This method ensures you focus on long-term priorities rather than just reacting to what feels urgent.
That's really practical. What about tasks that seem overwhelming?
Break them down. Break tasks into smaller pieces to make them more manageable. For example, if you're writing a report, start by outlining the sections, then work on one section at a time. Small wins build momentum.
Sometimes I feel like I'm working all the time but not getting much done. Any advice for that?
Yes, remember to take breaks. Short breaks between tasks help your brain reset and stay sharp. Try techniques like the Pomodoro method. Work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break.
That sounds helpful. Is there a way to simplify decision-making?
Definitely. Make fewer decisions by automating routine tasks. For example, plan your meals or outfits ahead of time. This reduces decision fatigue and saves mental energy for bigger decisions.
What about communication? It feels like emails and messages take up so much time.
Great point. Eliminate inefficient communication. Use tools like templates for repetitive emails and schedule specific times to check your inbox. Avoid getting trapped in endless back and forths by being clear and concise.
Are there other ways to save time?
Yes, find repeatable shortcuts for your work. For instance, if you regularly create reports, set up templates, or automate parts of the process, it's about working smarter, not harder.
Mistakes are inevitable. How do we deal with them productively?
That's where you learn from successes as well as mistakes. Reflect on what worked and what didn't after completing a task. This helps you refine your approach and improve over time.
What if things don't go as planned?
That's bound to happen, so always plan for when things go wrong. Build in extra time for unexpected delays and have a backup plan. For example, if a meeting gets canceled, know what task you can tackle instead.
Sometimes, I feel like I need motivation to start working. What can I do?
Here's the trick. Work before you get motivated or inspired. Start with a small, easy task to build momentum. Once you begin, motivation often follows.
What's your take on multitasking?
It's a productivity killer. Don't multitask. Instead, focus on one thing at a time to ensure quality and efficiency.
How do we maintain productivity long-term without burning out?
2 things. Fill the tank and sharpen the axe. Take care of yourself by getting enough rest, eating well, and exercising. Also, invest in personal development. Read books, attend workshops, and keep learning to improve your skills.
Any final tips for managing productivity?
Yes, manage your energy, not just your time. Pay attention to when you feel most energetic during the day and schedule your hardest tasks for that time. Also, get comfortable with saying no to tasks or commitments that don't align with your goals.
Wow, these tips are incredibly practical. I can't wait to try them myself.
You'll do great, Lisa. Productivity isn't about doing everything, it's about doing what matters.
Here's a fun fact. Did you know that studies show the average person is only productive for about 3 hours a day? That's less than half of a typical workday.
Wow, Lisa, that's surprising. But when you think about it, it makes sense. Our brains aren't built to stay focused all day long. It's a good reminder that quality matters more than quantity.
Exactly. So what happens during the rest of the day?
The rest of the time is often spent on low-value tasks like checking emails, attending meetings, or fighting distractions like social media. These things feel like work, but they don't really help us achieve our biggest goals.
That's so true. So how can we make the most of those 3 productive hours?
First, find out when you're most focused, morning, afternoon, or evening, and do your most important work during that time. Second, focus on tasks that give you the biggest results. For example, instead of spending an hour on small, easy jobs, work on one task that really makes a difference.
That's smart. But what about the rest of the day? Should we just take it easy?
Not exactly. Use the other hours for tasks that don't require as much focus, like answering emails or organizing your workspace, and don't forget to take breaks. Even a short walk or stretch every hour can help your brain recharge so you stay sharp longer.
I like that idea. It's about working with your brain, not against it.
Exactly. Productivity isn't about working all the time. It's about making your time count. Even if you only have 3 really focused hours, you can still get a lot done if you use them wisely.
That's so encouraging. It's a good reminder to focus on what matters and not feel guilty about taking breaks.
Absolutely. Remember, the goal is to be productive, not just busy. Use those 3 hours well and you'll see big results.
Thanks so much, John, for sharing these practical tips on productivity. It's clear that being productive isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters.
Exactly. Remember, productivity is a skill you can build over time. Experiment with different strategies and see what works best for you.
Well, that's it for today's episode, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our podcast. Stay productive, and we'll see you next time. Let's dive into some new vocabulary from today's podcast. Ready? Let's get started. Efficiency.
Meaning.
The ability to do something well with minimal time, effort, or resources.
Example.
Good efficiency in time management can lead to better results at work. Distraction.
Meaning.
Something that takes your attention away from what you are doing.
Example.
Turning off your phone can help eliminate distractions while working. Momentum.
Meaning.
The force that keeps something moving or growing stronger.
Example.
Breaking tasks into small parts helps you build momentum as you complete each one. Delegate.
Meaning.
To give a task or responsibility to someone else.
Example.
Managers often delegate tasks to their team to focus on more important work. Break.
Meaning.
A short period of rest from work or activity.
Example.
Taking a break every hour can boost your productivity. Matrix.
Meaning.
A system or structure used to organize information or tasks.
Example.
The Eisenhower matrix helps prioritize tasks based on urgency and importance. Routine.
Meaning.
A regular or fixed way of doing things.
Example.
Simplify your routine by planning meals and outfits in advance. Recharge.
Meaning.
To restore energy or strength.
Example.
A quick nap can help you recharge and stay focused. Automation.
Meaning.
The use of technology to perform tasks with minimal human intervention.
Example.
Email automation saves time by sending responses automatically. Multitask.
Meaning.
To do several things at the same time.
Example.
People often think they're more productive when they multitask, but it usually leads to mistakes. Thank you for listening to our episode. I hope you learned something new and helpful today. Please give us a like and subscribe for video like this, share it with your friends, and let us know what you think in the comments section below. We'll be back with more interesting discussions soon.